Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Alicia Dreaming, and today I wanted to talk about um, Native American Heritage Month or Indigenous Heritage Month. And I actually didn't know it was Native American Heritage Month until mid-November, so it was too late to like get books. The books that I wanted all were going to take a while to get to me. So now it's December, and now I have my books ready to read from the library. And so here we go. The first one is by Tanya Tagak. Split Tooth. And it says, from the internationally acclaimed Inuit throat singer who has dazzled and enthralled the world with music it had never heard before, a fierce, tender, heartbreaking story unlike anything you've ever read. So I saw Tanya on I think it was 60 Minutes. Or I think that's what it was. And I love her music. I wanted to get this to read it, even though, I mean, it's pretty thin. So I think it's going to be a quick read. But yeah, like, I love her music, so I'm hoping that I at least like the book. She seems pretty cool. Maybe I should read the, you know what, I am. I'm going to read the thing. Okay. So, fact can be as strange as fiction. It can also be as dark, as violent, as rapturous. In the end, there may be no difference between them. A girl grows up in Nunavut in the 1970s. She knows joy, friendship, and parents' love. She knows boredom and listlessness and bullying. She knows the tedium of the everyday world and the raw, amoral power of the ice and the sky, the seductive energy of the animal world. She knows the ravages of alcohol and violence at the hands of those she should be able to trust. She sees the spirits that surround her and the immense power that dwarfs all of us. When she becomes pregnant, she must navigate all this. Veering back and forth between the grittiest features of a small Arctic town, the electrifying proximity of the world of animals, and the ravishing world of myth, Tanya explores a world where the distinctions between good and evil, animal and human, victim and transgressor, real and imagined, lose their meaning, but the guiding power of love remains. Haunting, brooding, exhilarating, and tender all at once, Tagak moves effortlessly between fiction and memoir, myth and reality, poetry and prose, and conjures a world and a heroine readers will never forget. So I am looking forward to that one. The next one is They're There by Tommy Orange. Something's messed up with this page. I don't think I did that. Okay. Fierce, angry, funny, heartbreaking. Tommy Orange's first novel is a wondrous and shattering portrait of America few of us have ever seen, and introduces a brilliant new author at the start of a major career. There is a relentlessly paced, multi-generational story about violence and recovery, memory and identity, and the beauty and despair woven into the history of a nation and its people. It tells the story of 12 characters, each of whom has private reasons for traveling to the big Oakland powwow. Jackie Redfeather is newly sober and trying to make it back to the family she left behind in shame. Dene Oxendene is pulling his life back together after his uncle's death and has come to work at the powwow to honor his uncle's memory. Opal Viola Victoria Bearshield has come to watch her nephew Orville, who has taught himself traditional Indian dance through YouTube videos, and has come to the powwow to dance in public for the very first time. There will be glorious communion and a spectacle of sacred tradition and pageantry, and there will be sacrifice, heroism, and unspeakable loss. Here is a voice we have never heard, a voice full of poetry and rage, exploding onto the page with a stunning urgency and force. Tommy Orange writes of the plight of the urban Native American, the Native American in the city, and the stunning novel that grapples with complex and painful history and the inheritance of beauty and profound spirituality, and the plague of addiction, abuse, and suicide. An unforgettable debut destined to become required reading in schools and universities across the country. That one sounds intense. Okay, so this one is Crazy Brave by Joy Harjo, a memoir. In this transcendent memoir, grounded in tribal myth and ancestry, music, and poetry, Jo Harjo, one of our leading Native American voices, details her journey to becoming a poet. Born in Oklahoma at the end of the Trail of Tears, Harjo grew up learning to dodge an abusive stepfather through shelter in her imagination, a deep spiritual life, and connection with the natural world. She attended an Indian arts boarding school where she nourished an appreciation for painting, music, and poetry. Gave birth while still a teenager and eventually struggled on her own as a single mother while finding her poetic voice. Narrating the complexities of betrayal and love, Crazy Brave is a memoir about family and the breaking apart necessary in finding a voice. Harjo's tale of a hardscrabble youth, young adulthood, and evolution to become an award-winning poet and musician is haunting, unique, and visionary. Alrighty. Wait, I think... What did I drop? Oopsie. Okay. Let me... Hold on a second. Okay, I figured it out. So, this is Black Sun by Rebecca Rowanhorse. And, book one of the Between the Earth and Sky trilogy, inspired by the civilizations of pre-Columbian Americas and woven into a tale of celestial prophecies, political intrigue, and forbidden magic. A god will return when the earth and sky converge under the black sun. In the holy city of Tova, the winter solstice is usually a time for celebration and renewal, but this year it coincides with a solar eclipse, a rare celestial event prescribed by the sun priest as an unbalancing of the world. Meanwhile, a ship launches from a distant city bound for Tova and set to arrive on the solstice. The captain of the ship, Jiala, is a disgraced teak whose song can calm the waters around her as easily as it can warp a man's mind. Her ship carries one passenger. Described as harmless, the passenger, Serapio, is a young man, blind, scarred, and cloaked in destiny. As Jiala well knows, when a man is described as harmless, he usually ends up being a villain. Crafted with unforgettable characters, Rebecca Rowanhorse's epic adventure exploring the decadence of power amidst the weight of history and the struggle of individuals swimming against the confines of society and their broken pasts is the most original series debut of the decade. So that was Broken Sun. And then I have its sequel, Fevered Star, also by Rebecca Rowanhorse. Return to the Meridian with New York Times bestselling author Rebecca Rowanhorse's sequel to the most critically hailed epic fantasy of 2020, Black Sun, finalist for the Hugo, Nebula, Lambda, and Locus Awards. The great city of Tova is shattered. The sun is held within the smothering grip of the crow god's eclipse, but a comet that marks the death of a ruler and heralds the rise of a new order is imminent. The Meridian, a land where magic has been codified and the worship of gods suppressed. How do you live when legends come to life and the faith you had is rewarded? As Sea Captain Jala is swept up in the chaos and currents of the change, she finds an unexpected ally in a former priest of knives. For the clan matriarchs of Tova, tense alliances form as far-flung enemies gather, and the war in the heavens is reflected upon the earth. And for Serapio and Arampa, both now living avatars, the struggle for free will and personhood in the face of destiny rages. How will Serapio stay human when he is steeped in prophecy and surrounded by those who desire only his power? Is there a future for Narampa in transformed Tova without her total destruction? Welcome back to the fantasy series of the decade in Fevered Star, Book 2 of Between Earth and Sky. Exciting! I have a lot of good reading for this month. I'm still still trying to decide. Like, if I can get through these books, that would be great. But I haven't gotten through hardly any of the books on time or at all from this whole year. So, like, we'll see if I still do booktube in 2023. But fingers crossed, maybe I do. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.